Welcome back to episode 4 of the Can You Geek podcast.
Why did that have a question mark at the end of it?
Because I completely lost my train of thought and didn't realize what episode we were doing.
He can't count.
I cannot count.
That's what the issue is here.
Hey,
I mean, we learned that last season, so.
Yeah, season 1, I did it. I think it was episode 14. I said we were on episode 17. So, yeah. It's 4s. 4s what mess with me. I can't count.
That's why you only have 3 kids, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not having another one. I'd just be lost
He probably has 4 children. He can't count.
I just can't remember the fourth one.
To me, Lord. To me, Lord. You gotta skip that. I watched Shrek recently, so when the moron night guy...
3. Pick number 3, Lord.
Does he say 3 and he's holding up 2? Is that what it is?
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, there we go. Well, in this case, it would be Steve saying, to me, Lord, because he had 3. He's like, to me, Lord. He's holding up a 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy, have I not missed you being a part of the podcast, Aaron.
I actually didn't realize how much I missed Aaron until the last recording. Because Aaron and I are amazing people.
I agree with
Sure.
See? He agrees. That's all that matters.
All right.
Yeah, so I feel like we can start talking about the topic of the show because Aaron's trying to catch up and watch the trailers while we're going to start talking about it. So for your reference, Aaron, as you're watching, we're going to start at the top and work our way down the list.
Which trailers are you talking about?
Oh,
what do you mean?
There will be a link, but it is all the movies and TV shows. It even has video games. So skip the video games. We'll gloss over them, but we're not going to really talk too in depth about them. That were announced at DC Fandome. Since it was online, which seems to be the new way to do conventions, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, because then you don't miss anything.
Yes, and I don't feel obliged to actually have to try and find a way to afford to go there.
Right.
So, I mean, I would love to eventually at one point go to one of these things, but I like that they're doing them online for now. So the first one from DC Fandome this time was The Batman, which is the new one directed by Matt Reeves, starring Robert Pattinson.
Edward.
Yes.
Went from a vampire to a
What's
bat.
his name? I thought his name was just Edward Cullen forever.
Just forever. That's
Might
it.
as well be.
Did y'all see The Lighthouse with him in it? No?
No.
Oh, man.
No, I have seen a couple of the movies since he sparkled, and honestly, he is an incredible actor. So
He really is. That Lighthouse movie, check it out. It's really good. And I'm a big fan of William Dafoe ever since the Moondock Saints. So
yeah, Willem Dafoe is
Or, one of his first movies, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people forget about that one.
I completely forgot about that.
Did you ever watch it?
Okay, I've seen it at least once, probably like 10 years ago.
That's fair.
Okay.
It's fair. He's Cedric Diggory. Harry kills him.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Wasn't it like some swimming event or something?
No, in the maze.
Or, yeah, it was the maze. Dang it. Whatever. I never read the books. That was before. That was after my time.
Yeah, the books are after my time. I've watched the movies, though. My daughter actually just asked the other day to watch the movies from the beginning, so we're going to be starting that.
So there's like a movie Pattinson's in that I wasn't impressed with after he did Twilight, or while he was doing Twilight. It was that elephants movie. It's the carnival one. It's the only movie.
Oh, Water for Elephants?
Water for Elephants. And I don't remember enjoying that movie at all. And that was the only thing I've seen with Pattinson in it. However, this trailer looks baller and playing.
Dude, it does, man. You know what's crazy?
Nirvana that they're playing in the freaking trailer?
I think so.
Something in the way. I'm pretty sure that's Nirvana.
I think so.
Anyway, yeah, yep. It's Nirvana. So that is amazingly done. That trailer looks sick, dude.
Yeah,
Looks
I
real
am
sick.
super excited for the movie, especially because they're not doing this Batman versus like one bad guy per movie thing. They're bringing everybody.
Well, we'll be honest. Here's what I really want. I want a redone Mr. Freeze.
Yes.
Dude, Arnold for life, bro.
Yeah,
If
okay.
Arnold
Arnold for
reprises
life.
the
Okay.
role, I'm in. Okay, because Arnold was the best.
Okay. Okay. Chill out. I'll never
Dude.
forget that line for some reason.
Alicia Silverstone can still be Batwoman, and I'm good
And
with it.
let's also
Yeah.
not forget about the nipples on the suits. God bless. But I never understood that. It was always blew my mind because I'm like, I guess that's just how they're supposed to look, and mine are weird
Nobody
because my shirts
understood
don't
it.
have anything cut out.
Nobody understood it. But yeah, no, I am. The fact that they have the Riddler makes me really excited. And the person playing the Riddler is gonna, I think, could do it really well. It's Paul Dano, who is trying to think of a movie all of you have seen. Have you seen Little Miss Sunshine?
He's in Secret
Yes.
Lives. He's also in The Girl
He's-
Next Door.
He's the brother that's mute.
I can't believe
The one
those
that
are
finds
the
out
two
he's
movies you're
colorblind?
picking for this guy.
He's been in so many, like, oh god.
No, have you seen? Isn't this the guy in The Girl Next Door? You've seen The Girl Next Door, right?
Yes.
I'm the
It is-
motherfucking tripod. That's
Yes.
yes.
him.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he's also in Secret Lives, right? Or is it called Secret Lives with I think it's God, what's her name? Oh my god. Taking Lives, that's it, with Angelina Jolie, dude. Taking Lives.
Yep.
Oh, I haven't watched that
He
yet.
is-
That's on my
oh
to
my-
watch list.
Dude, Taking Lives is incredible. That's the movie that made me believe that dude could do anything. Like the opening scene is freaking awesome. That's 2004. That's my graduation year. But Taking Lives is a killer movie, dude. But the motherfucking tripod. I'm never gonna forget that line, and that's him. That he's the Riddler. Oh, I'm excited now.
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
what? If you want to believe that he can be the Riddler, watch Taking Lives, and it'll tell you. Oh, he is in Swiss Army Man. Oh, dude, Swiss Army Man's so good. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah. So
I'm getting some crazy deja vu here. I feel like we've talked about him before.
We have talked about
when
him before.
when he was cast as the Riddler. We talked about it.
Okay, that's
We
what I
did,
thought.
yeah. He is.
Whew.
That actor's amazing. Yeah, because I think I probably mentioned Taking Lives then too. Because I love that guy. I've never known his name, but any movie he's ever been in is good.
Yeah, and Colin Farrell is going to be the Penguin.
Interesting.
That is
him,
one.
dude.
That's
Him-
one new casting that has come out since.
Like we're talking about
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Tiger. Well, no. I can't remember what Colin Farrell was. Bullseye, wasn't he?
Yep. Yes.
Oh, he was Bullseye. I really liked Colin Farrell on Fright Night. Holy shit. The
Colin
remake of
Farrell's
that
done
movie
quite a
was
few movies
badass.
that I really liked.
What's the Tiger one? The military one.
Tiger King. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's definitely not what it is. Oh, he is in Horrible Bosses. Oh my God, his
Yep.
role in Horrible Bosses was amazing. Tigerland. If you guys haven't seen Tigerland, it's a movie from 2000. It's a military movie, and it's actually very, very good. If I'm not mistaken, Brad Pitt's in that, or George Clooney, or some other big actor. Oh wow, no, I'm way wrong. Holy crap, who was the other dude? I think I'm thinking of another movie.
You're thinking of Fury.
Yes. So,
Dude, oh my God, Fury's so good.
So Tigerland, though, it's Vietnam.
I think it came out around the same time.
Well, no. Tigerland is 2000. I think Fury
Fury
came
was
out
like
in
2015, 2016, something like
Was it
that.
that?
Yeah. Way.
Yeah,
more
Fury
recent.
had Brad Pitt in it.
2014.
It
Yeah,
had
that's
That's where he's
Shia
the
LaBeouf.
tanker, right?
Shane the Punisher. I can never remember his name.
Shia LaBeouf can be in any movie, and I will watch it from here on forever because
Yes.
Shia LaBeouf's
Yeah.
hilarious. That
Did you
dude
guys
makes
see the
fun of
Peanut Butter
himself.
Falcon?
No, I wanted to so
Yeah,
bad.
it's on Amazon, isn't it? I thought that's where I watched
it's
it.
available.
at.
Yep, it is. Yep, I
Yeah.
saw it the other day and was like, man, I really need to watch this movie. I heard it was incredible.
Okay, circling back. I'm sorry, I had a child that ran in this room. Here's the reason I would really love a remake with Mr. Freeze. One, because technology is advanced so far in movies that you can actually do it and it doesn't look special. And two, I think he is a super interesting because he is a villain, but he's fighting for something good, right? Because he's trying to bring his wife back, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't his wife like in a frozen capsule or whatever? No? Anybody?
In that movie, that was the story. I don't remember if that's the same as the comics.
Aaron, I don't.
In that movie, that was the story.
Remember?
He got frozen because he was trying to cryo his wife, who had like a severe cancer or something.
Yes, I thought that was his origin. I'm no expert on the situation, obviously, but it's just interesting for me. But I mean, if you did that, I mean, when did Arnold's Mr. Freeze come out? What was that, like mid 90s, 99, something like that? It was, oh God, it was so bad. But now, I mean, we're at the point to where we've got all kinds of different crazy superheroes, and I think he'd be awesome. I think it'd be freaking amazing. Maybe
there's a
one
lot
day.
of villains they could pull that I think DC could actually pull and do really good things with.
That is his actual origin story, by the way.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was gonna. Yeah. What's it said?
It's, I don't know.
Circling back to the Batman, though,
Yes.
Smeagol is playing Alfred.
Yes.
Andy Serkis is Alfred.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Serkis
guy
is
from
Charles.
Westworld is Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeffrey
I can
Wright.
never
Yeah.
remember
That's
his.
Jeffrey,
Yes.
Jeffrey Wright. And you know why I know Jeffrey Wright's name? So Leo's favorite show in the world is called Classical Baby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Classical Baby just found it. It is 6 episodes. Okay. So 3 of the episodes, the first 3 episodes were done in like 2004, 2005. The 4th episode was done in 2008. And the 5th and 6th episodes were done in 2017. What it is it's like this little baby conductor, and he's entertaining a bunch of like baby animals and parent animals with classical things. So the first episode's like, I think the first one's art, the first one's music, the second one's art, the third one's dancing. So it takes like classical music and parts it and shows you actual pieces of art and sculptures and things like that. The 4th one is poetry. And for the poetry episode, they did something special where it like cuts in and out of scenes of real kids, and Leo's face just lights up to see these real kids because everything else is cartoon. And then in episode 4, they also had famous poems read by people like Susan Sarandon, Jeffrey Wright, John Lithgow, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Jeffrey Wright reads William Shakespeare, and it is amazing. And John Lithgow says pussy a lot because his is the owl and the pussycat. I kid you not. And he's like, it's like pussy, pussy, my love. And so if I ever met John Lithgow, I'd be like, I thought I would forever know you from Harry and the Hendersons. And then I thought I'd forever know you from Third Rock from the Sun. But nope. I'm always going to know you as the guy who was able to say pussy to my son over and over and over again. Because it's like, pussy, my love. It's like this owl talking to this pussycat. But it's like, pussy said to the owl, such an elegant fowl. And like, it says pussy a lot. And my wife and I at first were like, what the fuck? But we're like, it's poetry. Let's go with it. And then
you spent the last like 15 seconds saying it on the podcast, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, pussy's not a bad word. It's a beautiful word.
No, you're just breaking down barriers.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you know, the human body is only seen as some weird thing in America, but that's a whole nother tangent I could get into as to why America does stupid shit and what the basis of that is. But I won't. But instead, Jeffrey Wright's name, I see it every day because we watch it every day. So that's part of his bedtime routine is the last 3 episodes because the last 2 were lullabies. So it starts with poetry and then we do the 2 lullabies. It's really good. Oh, and the lullabies has people like Lightfoot he's the lead singer of I can't remember now. I'll look it up in a second. And then Paul McCartney also sings a song for the Lullaby one. It's really cool. Classical Baby's awesome. It's on HBO now. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really, really, really cool.
And yeah, so John Turturro is going to back to Batman again. John Turturro is playing Carmine Falcone. And
Yep.
John Turturro is an amazing actor as well. And Peter Sarsgaard is playing the DA Gil Colson.
John
For those that
Turturro. Who's John
Yes.
Turturro? Oh my God! He's
Yes.
like from Transformers and
Yep.
Oh, dude, I love and oh, brother, where art thou? The Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's rolling the big. Wow, dude, I love this man. The Zohan
And you'll know,
and Mr. Deeds.
You'll know Peter Sarsgaard as the amazing villain from Green Lantern.
Yep.
Not. Oh God.
What has this guy been in?
He's been in quite a
That's
few
the
things.
younger. That's the son, right?
The one
Peter
of
Sarsgaard?
He's in Jarhead. Yeah, I remember
Yes, he
him
is in
from.
Jarhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember him from Green Lantern, but I don't want to remember him from Green Lantern.
Nobody wants to remember.
I
him from
want to
Green
remember him
Lantern.
from something that's worth remembering.
Dude, Ryan
him
Reynolds
from.
was done so dirty in that. I
Dude,
love Ryan Reynolds.
I love Ryan Reynolds' takes on it now, like how
Yeah.
much
Oh,
he
God,
gets
it's
away
so
with shitting on himself as Green Lantern. But yeah, he's really good, man. I'm excited to see him in that. That'll be good.
Yeah,
Totally
this cast.
glanced over who Catwoman was going to be. Zoe Kravitz.
Well, we did talk about it before, so that's why I wasn't. I
Zoe
didn't mention it yet, but
Kravitz
yes,
can
saving her
get
for
it.
last. Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman, and yes,
Dude, are you serious? Oh, Zoe Kravitz. Oh my gosh, she was in what show was she in? She was
Do you
in
need
One
some
Tree
alone
Hill.
time over there?
I might. Was she in? Was it One Tree Hill that she was in?
Big Little Lies.
Or Big Little Lies? I don't think I've ever seen that show.
She was in the movie Divergent.
No,
Yeah,
also
she was
does.
in
It was a
Divergent.
TV show that I saw her in.
Divergent?
She's a singer.
Californication.
There it is. That's it.
That's
Californication.
Yep.
That's where I've seen her. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
she was in X-Men First Class.
Oh my God,
really?
she was the girl with the wings. Yes.
Yeah, she was Angel.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right.
She's the one that went from good to evil.
Yes,
She's
Yep.
in Mad Max.
Yep.
Yes, in Fury Road, she was one of the. She was the pregnant one.
She was one of the brides or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe she
that's
was the
right.
pregnant bride.
God, that's a movie I need to rewatch. Man,
Dude, seriously,
that was a
movie's
masterpiece.
amazing. Well, I mean, we could talk about Tom Hardy for days for me, but
Yeah,
that man just he's beautiful. He's one of my top 3.
You know, so speaking of him, we're really bouncing, but it's still superhero-y. I have not seen Venom. Was that any good?
So people have their mixed opinions on Venom. I actually enjoyed the movie. I think it was fun. My first love for Tom Hardy came from Rock and Rolla. Rock and Roll is amazing. If none of you've seen Rock and Roll, Guy Ritchie is one of my favorite directors in the world. So if there's a movie like directed by Guy Ritchie, I've usually seen it. And Rock and Roll also has Gerard Butler, who is awesome. That Rock and Roll is worth your time. There was supposed to be a sequel, but it never happened. Venom was. I thought it was fun. I thought Tom Hardy did a really good job. I think the writing around it could have probably been better. I actually don't think the acting was the problem. I think that the writing was probably the issue with that movie.
the writing
And it looks cheaper than it should have. It could have looked better.
It suffered from the same thing that the next thing we're going to talk about suffered
Drama
from.
behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yes, switching directors partway through, reshoots, and changing. Like originally rumored to be rated R, and now it got changed to PG-13.
Wait. The Batman? That
Yes,
one
we're
scene
still
where he
talking
just
about Batman.
completely... Okay, thank God. Tell me it's going to be rated R. Because whenever he beats the unholy living shit out of that one
Joker
guy and breaks his arm, oh my God, dude. I was like,
And
yes,
you see
I
the
need
rest-
more of this.
the rest of like the Joker like posse standing in the background, like completely
Yes.
shocked because Batman beat the shit.
The
out
ever
of
living
the
shit,
guy.
dude. I mean, it was insane. I really hope that is an adult version. To be 100% honest,
Don't know if they've said it's going to be rated R yet.
I doubt it will because so you know.
I don't know.
everyone-
After the Joker, they can 100% do rated R now, and I think they can finally accept that they can do it rated R.
I think that it would be nice for them to finally accept that they can do DC the way DC is supposed to be done.
Yeah, DC's
with
dark.
your characters.
Just accept it.
And you know what's funny about that is like the Justice League doesn't have to be dark because, you know, the Justice League, the characters, the main heroes of the Justice League aren't all dark characters, which is why DC can bounce around so many places. You've got Wonder Boy, who is sucky and stupid and a piece of shit, and he's dumb. I hate Superman so much. But, you know, like Wonder Woman can do some mean shit. She can do some real mean shit. Her character's been written in really cool ways that are way awesome. And they could do a variety of things with her where they're lightened up or they do her where she's fucking rated R. Like, you go both ways. But Superman can suck it. He can be P. He can be G. You know what I mean? Like, he's so boring.
So anytime anybody ever mentions Wonder Woman, there's an old comic strip where I guess they're going to reveal their real identities, and they grab the lasso of truth, and like Superman is like, I'm Clark Kent, and Wonder Woman is what's Wonder Woman's name?
Diana.
I'm Diana, and then it gets to Batman, and he grabs it, and he's like, I'm Batman. Dude, it fucking kills me every time. It's so hilarious. It's so funny. I don't know why. It's just so stupid. It's funny, man. Now I gotta find it. It.
Well, that ties into so that's actually a good segue because they have a scene kind of like that in the Justice League version they released to the public, which was not necessarily the best movie in the world.
I haven't seen it. I'm good, dude. I don't need to see it. I really
might want to watch it before the 4-hour version comes out.
I don't have to watch that either. I don't need to watch Zack Snyder's version. Zack Snyder built a platform of amazing for me and then has let me down for most of the time since. So The Watchmen is one of my favorite things in the world. And Zack Snyder did an amazing visual and everything job with that movie. But as we've discussed before, he didn't have to do much as far as the writing and stuff went. He pretty much did the book shot for shot, and Alan Moore still didn't approve it. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it's amazing. And then since then, dude, he's honestly just been kind of lackluster. So I don't give a fuck about Zack Snyder's cut of anything, nor do I really care about the Justice League. I just don't care. Like, I love specific things about DC. I don't love everything in DC. Like, I want to watch the Wonder Woman movie because I think it's awesome. Aquaman is only interesting because that man is gorgeous. And Batman's Batman, but I'm not sure I can deal with Robert Pattinson. But then again, I don't care about Batman. I really more care about the villains. So if the villains are well cast and Pattinson does a good enough job as either Wayne or Batman, he might knock it out of the park. He's got to be better than both of them having the same mother's name of Martha. I just don't care about Flash. I don't care about Green Lantern. I don't care about Cyborg. I don't care about those characters. I don't. And I care about villains. I like cool villains. Shazam I didn't care about, but Shazam could make any movie ever. God, I would watch it because that movie is such a great movie. Good. So good.
So speaking about Flash and your favorite character, Flash. So they are doing a movie. It's not on this page for some reason.
It is just no trailer.
Well, they don't talk about what actually came out. That's the thing. So in here, they basically just say that he's getting a new costume, courtesy of Bruce Wayne. What they're not telling you is which Bruce Wayne. So there has been confirmed 2 returning Batmans. Keaton and Affleck are both returning.
Affleck. So here's the thing. So I might not like Flash, I'm not a big Flash guy. I think the TV show is complete and utter fucking garbage. So is Arrow. That's a stupid fucking show. I don't know why people watch either of those, unless they just like to fucking zone out and be zombies of dumb shit on TV. But the actor who's playing Flash would get me to watch Flash, because ever since Perks of Being a Wallflower is one of the few books I've read without pictures, and he kills his role in the Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's an incredible movie. It's they did a really great job, and it's one of the few movies I've seen after reading a book. And I'd read the book years before that came out. But his role in that, and I heard he did a really good job as Flash. So I would be interested to see him as Flash. As long as they don't cast that moron on the TV show, then I'm good.
No, it's going to. So the rumor is it's going to be both of them.
That sucks.
Mainly Ezra Miller, because it's his movie.
Ezra Miller, that's his name.
But during the big TV Flashpoint event they just did, Ezra Miller showed up in the series and looked at the other Flash and was like, oh, wrong timeline, and then left. Or like wrong Earth or something, and then left. So it's the first official tie-in between the TV world and the movie world. And so the rumor is, chances are that Barry Allen could be in the movies as well.
I can't watch the TV stuff, man. It's just
so
too
garbage,
corny.
Dude.
It's too corny for me, man.
Bad. It's CW, dude. It's CW.
I know. And one
CW
of the highlights
shit is stupid.
One of the highlights of the Justice League movie for me, I did like him. I wanted more of the Flash.
Yes,
yep, I heard he was really, really good.
He was, because he was so different. Like, he didn't understand his powers. He didn't realize how fast he truly was. But then he also didn't want to hurt anybody. So he was like trying to fight people, and he's like, I don't really want to do this. And then like just pushing people out of the way while he's in his speed. One of my favorite parts in the entire movie, though, even in the bad one, was when Superman comes back and then Flash goes super speed to try and fight him, and Superman just kind of like follows him with his eyes, and he looks at him. I've
seen a
like,
GIF of that.
He looks at him in complete horror, like, "Oh my god, he's as fast as me."
Yeah, that
is pretty good.
I'm really excited for the Flash stuff.
Cavill is Superman in the movie, though, right?
Yes.
Oh man. If there's any reason to look, dude, I will tell you this. So the Superman movie, when they did it with Cavill, so I've never seen a Superman movie other than Cavill's. He walks out of the water and he looks like he's supposed to. Yeah, you just heard Sid just reminisce.
Her heart skipped a beat. Rob down a little on the inside, and he doesn't know why.
No, Rob agrees with her, and they both want to be on.
Me completely.
Yeah, they both want to be on Smash Mountain, just thinking about that moment when he walks out. He doesn't need to put clothes on. I mean, the guy is. But that was the first time I ever saw a Superman look like they should be Superman.
Yeah,
like, there's never been a person
Oh, yeah.
who's looked more like the part. I could watch Superman all day as long as Henry Cavill plays Superman.
God, I love him. Oh.
Yeah. So the one nice thing that's about this whole thing, so everybody laughs about the first Justice League because when they did reshoots, Cavill had the mustache from, I think it was the military movie he did with Spider-Man.
Tom Holland?
Yeah.
No.
I can't think of the.
No, not Tom Holland. The other guy. It's the
Andrew
one where
Garfield?
he refuses to carry a gun. Yeah. Isn't it?
Don't ask me. Don't get me to lie. I don't know his movies well enough.
I'm gonna
man.
look it up.
He did another military.
He did Mission Impossible. Are you sure it's not
did
that?
another.
He was the villain in Mission Impossible, I thought. Or
But he
is
had a
not the
mustache for
villain?
like 3 movies because he did a World War II trench movie too with Tom Holland. I'm
the
pretty
man
sure it was
from
Tom Holland,
Uncle.
where he was the drunk commander that everybody looked up to. God, now that movie's bothering. But anyways,
Welcome to Can You Geek, where we just sit on our
Yes.
computers and look stuff up.
So, but in the first Justice League that came out, they did a really poor CG version of removing his mustache.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
really bad. So Snyder
Sandcastle?
has tweeted. It might have been Sandcastle. Snyder has tweeted out pictures of him with the mustache and saying like it's not getting removed. Superman can have a mustache.
No, he can't. He can have glasses.
Well, how will we be able to tell who he is?
No, it wasn't Sandcastle.
You can't tell who he is as long as he's wearing his glasses.
Oh, side note, I posted that comic in the show chatter
Yeah,
for
I
you
saw it.
guys to go. Yeah, dude, it's so ridiculous, man. I'm pretty sure it's from a real comic. It has to be.
It must have been Mission Impossible. Maybe I'm thinking. Oh god, now I need to look up what Tom Holland movie I'm thinking of.
Batman.
Oh man.
That's good.
Well, anyways, so yeah. Well, let's skip over that one and we'll move to the next one then. So Wonder Woman 1984. I cannot wait to see this movie.
Oh, me either.
She's
Kristen
so
Wiig
cute.
as Cheetah is
Weird. I'm
Super-
sorry, it's weird to me.
it is weird, but it's also super interesting at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. She's kind of pigeonholed herself into comedy roles, for me, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
No,
Let's just
well,
play
exactly.
by ear.
It's very much she's a comedian, so I'm really interested to see what they do with her in that. Maybe
Well,
it wasn't even a Tom Holland.
I'm watching the
movie that I'm
trailer right
thinking of.
now, but if what's his name? God, that 70s show. What was that 70s show? The pretty boy who married
Ashton
older lady.
Kutcher?
Thank you, Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
Ashton Kutcher, dude, in Butterfly Effect is incredible. And then I just watched Seth Rogen in An American Pickle, and if none of you have seen An American Pickle, it is a fantastic movie. So whereas I normally pigeonhole somebody, you know what I mean? Like they showed range, and so I don't know. I'm watching now to see Kristen Wiig as Chitara, but I'm curious to see it because I'm like you, Popo, where I'm like, can Kristen Wiig have range? But who knows, man? Maybe she can.
yeah, I mean, true, but if you think about Seth Rogen did 50-50, which was a serious movie for the most part.
Yeah.
What has she done that's been serious up to this point?
Right. Well, they've always got to have that first movie, right? Otherwise,
I know,
they never
but
have a
I do.
chance.
This is, yes, 100% correct. But this is a big one, man. This is like, you're going to have all the like sweaty
Is it a big
kids
one,
there.
though?
I mean,
Is
I
it
feel
a
like it
big
is.
one?
In this day and
Butterfly
age,
Effect is a bigger risk in Ashton Kutcher's career when he did it than this would be for Kristen Wiig where she's at. All I'm saying. Like, because this is not as big a risk because a lot of people are into this because it's Wonder Woman. It's finally not Superman or Batman. And the first one was really good. So while this will have a lot of eyes on it and she's got to do a great job, it's not as big a risk. I mean, I don't see this flopping. Like, so I think
I don't see it flopping
whereas
either. And
Butterfly Effect could have been a nothing movie. Like, it's
Well,
not.
that's the
There's
thing.
nothing tied to that where it's just
I don't-
stressful.
I don't see it flopping. I mean, really, any
the
superhero movie is
villain's
going to do
bad.
pretty well.
No, if the villain's bad, I don't agree with that at all.
Well,
well, I mean, she's
how,
not the only villain in the movie, so that could be one saving grace too. Is even if she's bad, there is the other villain. But from the clips they've shown, she doesn't look like she's doing a bad job.
But you
It
know,
almost
how,
kind of reminds me of the original Catwoman.
the point I'm trying to make is, you know how sweaty people get with superhero movies.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's what I'm trying to convey. Is, I mean, obviously people are going to crap on it, but it's, I don't know, if it's not perfect, then everyone seems to have an issue.
Yeah, and I'm gonna revoke my whole geek card for the rest of this episode because the movie I was thinking of was called Journey's End, and neither of the people I thought were in it. So it stars
my God.
Asa Butterfield, who, if you've watched Ender's Game, he's Ender. And Paul Bettany's in it. So yeah,
I hear the sighing. I never read the Ender's Game books or whatever.
It's just one book, isn't it?
Well, no, I thought it was a series. There was like 5 of
think
those
it's a series.
books. Yeah.
I know there was rumors they were going to do another movie, and then they just never did.
It's because the first one just got crapped on. I saw the movie and I was like, it's not bad. Like, I think I've seen it one or two times.
My kids like it. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think everyone that read the book went to go see the movie. And again, sweaty. Everybody gets sweaty.
Yeah. He did Slaughterhouse Rules recently in 2018, and that movie is actually hilarious. If you guys have not watched it and you see it on, it's worth a watch. Slaughterhouse Rules is a really, really good comedy.
I think Kristen Wiig pulled it off.
I agree with you.
Based on what I saw, I think
Wiig
she's
can
going to do just fine. And I don't think that you're right at all about it, Popo.
You know what? I mean, I agree to disagree with you.
Yeah,
and only time will tell.
Yeah. Thank you for that insightful version of what exactly is every time somebody tries something different. Only time will tell. I appreciate that.
Only time will tell.
That's good advice. No, I'll
Speaking
definitely
of something different.
Speaking of something different, Aaron.
Yeah.
James Gunn in the Suicide Squad.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Fucking ridiculous.
Somebody just give me a roll. I just want to see if I can make this, you know?
But yeah, so what did you have you glanced at the trailer yet, Aaron? For the new Suicide Squad?
No, I just started watching it, but I'm seeing Idris Elba, so my pants are pitched pretty solid.
Literally, that is. Sid said the exact same thing when we were watching it earlier.
Dude,
we were waiting for you guys to join. She's like, Idris Elba.
Yeah,
the way the women go over him in The Office.
I am aware I have an effect on women.
You have an effect on everybody, Idris Elba. Let me say this very clear, Idris Elba. You have an effect on everybody.
Him in The Office was just so ridiculous.
It was so good. It's just so good because Michael.
Wait, he's in The Office.
Oh,
yes.
Well, you know, if you watch
not forever.
you'd figure out. Well, don't tell her. Don't. She doesn't deserve to know. If she doesn't want to watch it, she doesn't deserve to know.
Will Ferrell's also in The Office as well.
Yep, Will Ferrell is in The Office.
Sexiness.
Dude,
I don't like
Will Ferrell's
Will Ferrell.
hilarious in The Office. Well,
He really
you're
is.
wrong. You're wrong. You're just wrong.
Did you just say I don't like Will Ferrell?
Dude,
He's
she
not
doesn't
my
like
favorite.
pie. Didn't we already figure
I
out
was
her
about to
opinion
bring that
doesn't
up
matter?
as well.
She doesn't
God
like
bless. I don't like pie. Pie is disgusting. That's awful.
Why do I even come on here? Every time I open my mouth, everybody's shitting on me.
It's because we love you.
I mean, Popo's name in Zencaster right now is Poop Poop, so I think he only knows his shit.
I mean, and you're a ghost, so
Yeah,
Hey,
so
you guys
really,
kept
they
calling
don't
me
really
one,
count.
so
That's the whole reason I pooped, because I saw a ghost.
oh my god.
God,
you
I'm
actually
hilarious.
had a good joke posting.
What are you talking about? I have
Woohoo.
good jokes all the time.
Do we need to celebrate it?
You can.
No,
It'd
we
be
can
one of
move on
many
already.
celebrations, to be honest. I don't know. You know what?
Yeah.
Yes, time will tell about the whole Kristen Wiig thing. Again, I'm not a movie buff. I don't watch every single movie that was ever made, but I haven't seen her in anything serious. I only know her from like SNL and that Bridesmaids movie.
I love it.
Yeah, Bridesmaids was hilarious. I love Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids
I'm
is a
poor.
garbage movie.
Okay.
I hate that movie so much. It tried to be Hanover and failed miserably. That's all I'm saying. Bridesmaids is a garbage movie. I hate that movie so much.
I thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious.
But here's the thing. The Hangover type stuff, the original Hangover, amazing. Second one, yeah, all right. Third one, why the hell did we do this? Bridesmaids was another take on that, and it was somewhat fresh because it'd been a while since they put that out. I thought it was hilarious. I saw the Ghostbusters with her in it. Yeah. Oh, God bless.
I didn't even watch it.
You don't waste your time. And
The
it just
only
for
saving
the
grace
simple
of that
fact that
entire
it's
movie?
not good. Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth was the
Yes.
entire saving grace of
I
that
love him
movie.
though.
He is. I don't know. That movie got a bad rap, and everybody took it in a way wrong direction. It wasn't a good movie. It wasn't a good movie. I'm sorry.
Did Bill Murray do a cameo?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yep.
I don't know. It wasn't a very good movie. It felt too
He
forced,
was-
and you can't. Why?
Oh, it was totally forced. It wasn't.
Why
The comedy
don't
didn't
reboot
flow.
stuff like that? Here's the thing: is do you guys remember the teaser for the Ghostbusters that they're coming out with? That's a continuation. Yes.
Yeah, it's just like the
Perfect.
grandkids of them or whatever.
Yes, dude.
Which
that looks
I haven't
awesome.
seen any sort of update on that in a long time.
I haven't either. It's got Paul Rudd in it, and that man never ages. I swear, he's like a vampire or something.
Hey, it's like fine wine, man.
He does. It's crazy.
Paul Rudd. Paul
Yeah,
Rudd's
Ant-Man.
Yes.
Ant-Man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
Ghostbusters
like,
3. It's called Afterlife. It's sometime in 2021.
Is it got the same cast from the all women's cast of Ghostbusters?
It's a
No.
continuation.
Okay, that's good.
It's like a reboot, right? Of the original.
It's not. It's literally a continuation. So Paul Rudd
Is it literally a continuation?
Yes,
Literally.
He is- literally.
It was
Paul,
it's literally
Paul
a
Rudd is a
continuation.
teacher. Paul Rudd is a teacher in a small town where this family comes because their grandfather has died and left everything to the family, and they come there because they're broke, so they're coming there to see what
Start
they
a
can
new
sell
life.
or live there. Yeah. And when they get there, it turns out that grandfather is Spengler?
Which one was it? Basically, in the
The one who's
trailer-
actually dead.
I can't remember.
Oh, the smart one, Egon.
Yeah, Egon.
So yes, in
Yeah.
the trailer though,
I
like
think it's
in the little
Egon.
teaser
Egon sounds
trailer,
right.
they like find the Ecto one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it gave me goosebumps. I can get goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
I love Paul Rudd. I just don't think
He's so good.
When we talk about Tom Hardy, right, or Idris Elba, Paul Rudd's in a different category. I love Paul Rudd. I think he's
100%.
hilarious,
Paul Rudd is
but he's
great.
not in the. He's not in
Slapping
the.
the bass.
I would, slap on the
No,
bass.
but
Slap
him.
on the bass.
So I was very
You
skeptical
sound
with
like a
him.
leprechaun.
I was very skeptical with him and Ant-Man. I thought
Dude, he was
did
amazing
great.
as Ant-Man.
Yes,
He was killer,
and I was
dude.
like, Paul.
He
and
killed
that's the
that
thing.
role. He
There
just
we go.
killed it.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Time will tell. I really hope that Kristen Wiig knocks this shit out of the park. But again, I felt the same way about Paul Rudd playing Ant-Man because I was like, that dude's like, he's funny. Like, he's the funny man, you know? And no, he did really good in Ant-Man. Still funny, but there were some really good, amazing serious scenes with him.
I like that they didn't make him Hank Pym because he doesn't fit
Yes.
the role of Hank Pym. And they did a really good job of not putting him in that role because Hank Pym's an alcoholic and an asshole.
Dude,
He's really
Michael Douglas
brilliant.
was such a good asshole in that
but
movie
he
too.
did. But that's what I'm saying. Michael Douglas killed the role of Hank
Yeah,
Pym.
Michael
Like,
Douglas
that's-
is exactly Hank Pym. It was
right.
really
And
well
so
done.
they did a really good job of that because Paul Rudd couldn't have pulled off. I don't think he could have pulled off Hank Pym. I don't think that that's really his way. I think because of just what you said, Popo. When you see him in Knocked Up, where he's just the husband, like, dude, his role
Should
in
we have
Knocked Up
sex
is
tonight? Oh, I'm really bloated. Okay. And then he just walks away. I'm like, God, that explained my marriage so well. What the fuck?
his role in Knocked Up is so underrated, I think, because it's
Yes.
just it's honestly the reason I rewatched that movie. It has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. It just has to do with seeing Paul Rudd's character because he's so good. He's just so good. Him and his wife.
There's
that-
a
in the
lot of
movie.
movies that he's done. Again, Perks of the Wallflower. I love
Perks
you,
of, being
man.
Perks of Being a Wallflower is a really, really good movie. If you haven't
Forgetting
seen
Sarah
it,
Marshall.
dude,
Yeah.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall's fucking hilarious.
You sound like you're from London.
Because he's the surfer instructor,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's Paul Rudd's a good one.
So, all right. Well, let's transition back to what we actually were supposed to be talking about, which is the Suicide Squad movie.
Hey, go ahead. I
So
wasn't a
did-
fan of the first one. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Suicide Squad, the first one was awful.
Oh, no, 100% agree with you. The first one was a shit movie. This
It
one is done by
wasn't a
James
shit
Gunn.
movie. It was a bad villain.
Poor writing, poor directing, horribly edited.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's a movie, man. Isn't that stuff supposed to be well? How many millions of dollars was sunk into that movie?
Oh, too much.
Okay, cool. Too much money. And now it's like, well, poor editing, poor writing, things like that. Okay. Well, isn't a movie kind of supposed to excel at those things?
They're supposed to, but that's what DC is known for, is fucking good shit up.
Yeah. It's kind of how it is. I don't know.
So they've given the sequel to James Gunn from Guardians of the Galaxy fame and letting him have complete free run of running it from the sounds of it. So this is full on James Gunn's Suicide Squad. So it should be super outrageous and a lot of fun. I'm a little upset that they don't have Diablo in this movie, though, because I actually enjoyed him in the first movie. I thought his character was good. I liked it way better than fucking Captain Boomerang, who's returning.
Yeah, that's a little weird. But it's got John Cena in it, though. So,
so
can we see him in this movie, or
yes, no, you can see him. So, in the little exclusive trailer thing, it was a behind the scenes look at it, and James Gunn, when he approached John Cena about playing the character, said, "Play it like a douchey Captain America who wants to save the world at all costs, regardless of who he's going to kill." So that's the kind of character that you're going to get from John Cena, and he full on looks like he embraced it. He's having
looks
so
like he's
much
nailing
fun.
it.
So I am actually excited for this. It's a lot of characters that people aren't going to know, like have absolutely no idea who they are, like Polka Dot Man, Ratcatcher.
What? No, I'm out.
So it's a lot of villains that you don't know, but I think it's going to be fun.
Okay, both universes have dumbass characters. Just because they're in there, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see the one that the Pied Piper guy. What'd you say, Rat Man? Who calls rats? Yeah. What the hell is that, dude? Are you kidding me? Who wants to see that? Who has ever heard of Ratcatcher?
I literally have not. So it's going to be interesting.
Okay. Who's heard of the Joker?
Oh, everybody.
Everybody.
Okay, cool. Which one would you rather see a movie about? A Ratcatcher or the Joker?
See,
I mean, you're not saying anything we don't already agree with. And
I know.
Why does this say Nathan Fillion is in the cast for Suicide Squad?
Oh my God.
Because he is, as far as I know.
What? What?
The reason why you don't see people like the Joker in Suicide Squad is because that's not the point of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The point
That's
of Suicide Squad is that when it came out, it was about villains that didn't matter because a lot of them die. So in almost every issue of the Suicide Squad, especially when New 52 came out, and a villain would actually die in each issue. So the whole point was it was supposed to be a joke. But they brought Harley in after the New 52 to be the lead. And so when they did that, she kind of got this thing. So Flag ended up in there, and Flag was supposed to be like the good guy kind of leading everything. And then Deadshot got in. And so you got people with big names like Deadshot and Harley who were leading it. And then Deathstroke ended up being in the new Suicide Squad eventually. And so like you start bringing in too big of names, and then the whole purpose of Suicide Squad kind of dies as far as like the fun part of it where people die. So when you see people like Ratcatcher, who gives a fuck if they matter or not? What's funny is you get to see them hopefully die in a funny way, especially James Gunn, where they're doing something insane. Because the whole idea is that like I think the first episode has Yo-Yo and some dude who can like blow up or something like that. And he just gets annihilated in the first issue of the New 52 Suicide Squad. So that's why you're seeing names that don't matter. The reason you don't need to care about them, but people who know the Suicide Squad will care about seeing silly villains in there that can just be killed off and it doesn't matter.
Man, I guess. I don't know. But the thing is well, never mind.
But it doesn't
digress.
cater to me posting.
No, it's not even really that. It's just one thing I like about movies is actually caring about the people that are in it. So, you know, in any other movie where you followed them for forever, and they die or perish or whatever. Like Endgame is a great example, even though it's a culmination of 19 million thousand movies, you know, whenever, spoiler alert, sorry if you haven't seen it, you know, where have you been and why are you listening to this podcast where we talk about this stuff each week?
And we only talked about it for like 2 hours.
Shut up.
Season one.
Whenever Tony Stark dies, dude, I felt that, man. Like I was like, shit, like he was my favorite one, you know?
I cried so much during that movie.
Dude, I mean, it hit hard, you know?
So speaking of that, did you know that they did a really kind of like shitty callback to it in Far From Home?
Wait, really?
Yeah. So, you know, in the part when Night Monkey and Mysterio are fighting the fire elemental near the Ferris wheel?
Yes.
So Mysterio charges up, and as he finishes charging up and he goes, I'm going to do what I should have done the first time, he puts his hand in the air and snaps his fingers and then dives in and kills the bad guy. So, like, I'm going to snap my finger and kill myself just like your hero did to fuck with Peter even more.
Huh. I missed that.
I did too until watching it recently again, and then somebody posted it on the internet and confirmed what I thought I had seen, and I was like, oh, wow.
Well,
So
I guess I'm going to have to watch that one again. And that's not on...
that's not on Disney Plus. No.
Yeah. Who has that then?
Netflix
isn't
appear.
Really?
I think Netflix in Canada just got it.
That's one thing I don't get about Netflix is the whole
Well, that's
different regions.
All of them are like that. Everyone has different places have different. So when Disney was buying Fox, for example, they had to be approved in the different countries because of the different rights. So part of the Fox buying package meant that Disney was going to get Sky Sports in the UK, but in the UK they said no because you already own ESPN, so they had to sell Sky Sports to somebody else as part of that whole deal. So there's like a lot of weirdness when it comes to rights. No, Far From Home is not on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Is it Prime? Something
I don't
just
think
got
so.
it. It's been on,
could have.
for us, it's been on Crave, which I think is like HBO down there, for a long time. But it was just changing.
Yeah, I miss that, to be 100% honest. But I mean, that's the thing is like, I don't know. James Gunn's great. You know, he gave us treasures on the Marvel side, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell, guys. Time will tell.
Yeah.
So
time will tell.
It will. It's going to have to.
So then that brings us to Black Adam.
Yeah,
Which I'm really fucking excited for.
I have no
Yes.
information on it.
So basically, it's an animated trailer, and it's like stills.
I saw that. I saw the trailer. I don't know enough about the DC universe, man, to be 100% honest with you. Like, I know bits and pieces.
So I'm curious to see how they tie it into the actual backstory of the character being Shazam initially, which is why the whole suit is Shazam but black. And they've revealed that in his movie, he will be facing off against the Justice Society of America, which will be made up of Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Cyclone, and Atom Smasher. So I don't know if those are going to be all new casts of people or if they're going to pull from TV shows, because I believe Dr. Fate was in not Titans, the other one.
I have no idea, man.
Oh,
I don't
God,
either.
it's the adult one with Brendan Fraser in it. Why is my brain not working?
Man, I hope he makes a comeback. The Mummy. I don't know.
Okay, Brendan Fraser is in Doom Patrol. So I'm pretty sure there's Dr. Fate in Doom Patrol, if I remember correctly.
I base all of my knowledge on the movies. And DC just seems so fucking all over the place, man.
Oh, they 100% are.
That's the thing that kills me about it is they're all over the place. Like with reboots and doing this and doing that and so on and so forth. It's so hard for me, just a regular dude, to keep up with. And I hate it.
So what makes it harder is the fact that for years, DC has always said that their TV universe and their movie universe were different, and they weren't ever going to have a Superman in both at the same times, just like they wouldn't have a Flash in the same at both times and stuff like that. And it's only recently that they've decided that they were going to change that. And so that's what's led to a lot of confusion for people is like they had pretty decent Supermans on the TV that people wanted to show up in a movie, and then they never did because they didn't ever want that crossing to happen. And so it causes confusion for people when you see Marvel, where Marvel's like, we don't care. Everything, as long as we consider it as part of the same universe, then it's the same universe. So
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I need structure whenever it comes to movies. I need some kind of a structure and a timeline. I need a timeline. I guess that's what I'm getting at. There was a timeline with Marvel, and DC is just, it's like they bounce around a lot.
yeah, no, definitely.
You know, and then there's so many different variations, and you guys probably know more about this than I do, but you know, you had like Tim Burton's Batman era, which actually started out great, and then at the end was just awful. And then you had Christopher Nolan's rendition, which was amazing. And now you had Ben Affleck, and now you have, oh my God, I can't even remember his name. Sparkle
Robert
guy.
Pattinson.
Yes, thank you so much.
Sparkle guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Dude, it's
dark
just
in the night and I sparkle in the day.
It's so all over the place, which I get. Right. I mean, obviously that's a long timeline, but even if you look at the past, when did Batman Begins come out?
80 something.
No, wait,
Batman
Begins. Christopher Nolan stuff.
2000.
Probably
that was
5?
like 2005, 2006, right?
Yeah,
I'd say 2005 maybe.
Yeah,
Batman
2005.
Begins.
Aaron nailed it.
Came out in 2005.
Yeah, that's when I was in prototype.
And since that, which that trilogy was insane. Obviously the third one lacked a little bit, but I mean, the second one, The Dark Knight, was ridiculous. That movie, I think I just started dating my wife and we went to go see it, and anything nerdy she's out on, she enjoyed that movie. So if that tells you anything.
I mean, it's got Heath Ledger in arguably one of the best performances.
I mean, that's
Heath
arguably
Ledger.
the role that killed him, though, right? I mean, because he like committed fully to that role. No, he did. Like, that was one thing that everybody said about him, was he fully committed to that role. And that just, it's kind of how it is. What is so funny?
You obviously have notifications for the Discord turned off.
I maybe do.
Aaron is
I'm
so
sorry.
for those not obviously being able to visualize what's going on. Aaron is trolling Poston secretly in the background.
So my wife and I are no longer together. Thank you, Aaron. Really appreciate that. I've also had sugar this evening, so Yeah, thank you. If you listen to the last episode, you'll know what sugar is, hopefully.
Have you seen the episode of South Park where Cartman wants to get revenge on that kid's parent or that kid,
Yeah.
so he feeds him
Scott
his
Terry,
parents?
yeah. Yep.
And he starts eating his tears. He's like drinking his
Oh,
tears.
Scott
from his-
Tenorman tears. Oh, yes.
Just rip it.
It's been ripped.
Oh God.
But, yeah, dude, I don't know.
God, we go off
was
the
phenomenal.
rails so fast.
Well, we do. I mean, to be honest, that's whenever we get some of our best content is whenever we just go off on tangents.
The Black
is
Adam
very
trailer
true.
was dope, though. Just saying.
I really enjoyed the Black Adam trailer.
God, me too.
I liked the animation
Even though it didn't
approach.
have like hardly any like actual live action stuff in it, but man,
Dwayne Johnson just voicing it was like, ooh.
God,
I mean,
love him.
I've seen
The
Moana.
second he opened his mouth, I was just like, oh,
Yeah, I've seen Moana over 100 times now.
Oh yeah.
you're welcome.
Yep. I can quote almost all of the movie.
That is me in Frozen 2 now, by the way.
Can't look at me, I'm so shiny. God, that's my
Yeah.
favorite song. The Crab, dude.
The,
That's my favorite. I don't know why.
Tamatoa.
Tomato,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Shiny.
Flight of
Love
the
him.
Concords, Jermaine. Just so funny.
So Suicide Squad, yeah, great, cool.
We weren't even
Beautiful.
talking about Suicide Squad. We were talking
Yeah,
about
no,
Black
see,
Adam.
I'm circling
No, I was
back.
talking about Moana.
Yeah. So the Shazam sequel got its title officially called Fury of the Gods. That's about all they told us though at
So
Fandom.
is there actually going to be a Black Adam tie-in to that?
Oh, there better be.
There's
He
gotta
should.
be.
I would 100% expect him to be the big bad in that next movie.
Man, this article that you shared says that Sinbad made a brief cameo in their panel video call.
Yeah, I know. They called it a Shazoom video call.
Yeah, like, whew. I don't know. I like Sinbad.
Yeah,
The Sinbad I'm thinking about.
the comedian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. Time will tell, guys.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
So I don't know
But-
if you scrolled down farther, Aaron, but did you see the update on Sandman? Just because we have talked about it many times.
So it's funny you bring Salmon up because I just talked to Ty about that, like right before I came in here. And I'm going to reread the series. So Ty has not read it yet. And when I was like, hey, man, you really need to read the Sandman series, he was like, but I'm going to get to watch it. And I was like, dude, please read it. Because the art in the series is beautiful. And Neil Gaiman just writes an incredible story. And his connection with the characters and the mythology and everything he does in Sandman. And as I've said before, the Corinthian might be one of my favorite villains to be ever put on the page. And so I'm very excited to see what they do with the Sandman. But
So did you? I'm assuming you didn't read down and
I'm reading it now.
see. Yeah.
So depart from the comics and take place in present day. Production's been paused due to the pandemic.
So it's going to be a current day, not necessarily follow the comics.
That's kind of a bummer because there's some really cool characters, but that also isn't a bummer because the Corinthian can still happen.
Oh, I 100%. Like all those characters could still happen. Like
I'm not sure what making it present day changes. I need to reread it to see how that would change anything.
from what I was reading, because I was on book one. I was on Death, I think it was, when I had stopped. I had them all I bought them, the ebooks, and they were in my old phone, and my old phone dead. So I got to try and figure out where to download them again.
It's called
But-
the Cloud, Stephen.
It is called a cloud, but I'm not on Apple. And I just didn't save it to my Google Drive for some reason. So, but yeah, I think I was doing Death, and the Death character was amazing. Like,
Yeah,
so
she's
well
really
done.
cool. Yeah, she's awesome. She has her. I've got a book that's separate.
Or no, it wasn't Death. It was Sleep.
What?
They took They
talking
captured
about-
the ability.
Delirium?
they captured
You're
the guy
talking
that
about-
made people sleep.
No, so Dream
Yeah.
is the main character.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was in the very first book, and he was captured and being tortured by the secret society.
Well, Death and Dream have a lot of interaction. So when you talked about Death, she's a really cool character.
Yeah. So I need to finish reading it.
But yeah, Dream, they all start with a D. So it's 7 of them, and they all start with a D. So it's like Dream, Delirium, Death, Desire, I think Destiny. Oh God, it's been a while. Destruction. I don't remember. I'd have to reread it, but I think
That's a lot of D.
It's so much D. Well, it's even cool because you find out one of them changes from one D name to another, which is really cool. So Desire is really neat. That's a cool character too. It's like a he or she, you can't tell. Because it's Desire, so it's he or they are desirable to anybody. It's really neat.
Yeah. And then the very last thing on that link was news about the guy who wrote 12 Years a Slave is writing a new Batman miniseries. It'll be a 4-issue run centering on the family of Lucius Fox, and more than likely will feature a new Batman that will be a person of color, which I think could be a kind of a cool thing, because I think Batman doesn't have to be Bruce Wayne.
No.
Where like Superman has to be Clark Kent. Like you can't really change that. I think anybody can wear Batman. Just like anybody could be Iron Man, really. I know they don't do it that way in Marvel, but I think like anybody could be Iron Man, because it's the suit that really makes it, not the person.
There were lots of people that wore the different suits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, but they weren't called Iron Man. Like that's
No.
the thing is, I think
True.
DC could do it where they become more like Spider-Man, where there's different versions of Spider-Man. They're not all Peter Parker. There's Spider-Woman,
Yeah.
Gwen.
The Batverse.
Yeah. So I think they could do it with Batman really easily, and I think it would be a smart move.
Do you guys remember Batman Beyond?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wish that they would do a live action of that. I think that'd be baller.
Where it's the teenager.
Yeah. And then
And
you've got
he's
old
always
man
got
Bruce
Wayne
Wayne.
in his ear. He's like
Yeah.
talking to him. Yeah, those are really cool. And
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
he
a-
did have the mantle of Batman. I thought he was
I
Batman.
think Batman Beyond, I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He does. Yeah, and
So
like
the
Bruce
mantle
is
has
his
been passed
mentor.
before. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's not unlikely that they could do it in that series, and it just be somebody else carrying the mantle of Batman. I mean, you see it with Captain America and Sam. Sam
Yeah.
takes the captain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think people being stuck on what was is a big problem in a lot of things, but I think that over time it'll all kind of change where people won't mind, because it shouldn't matter just as long as the character's played well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, really,
Good
that's what
acting,
it's
I
about.
think, can fix
Unless they
everything.
change the actor for the same character, and then it just
I hate
pisses
that.
me off.
I can't stand it. It happened in Game of Thrones, and every time they changed him out, and I got upset when they changed Khaleesi's little right hand dude. I got
Oh,
upset.
Yeah,
the-
me too. I don't remember
Yeah.
his name, but I don't know. I didn't
I
like
liked
that.
the original dude, and he was fine by me. And I liked the new guy. It's nothing against the people who change into it. It's just I don't like when characters change. I hate that shit. It drives me
Yeah,
nuts.
it's because you're invested. Like you're invested in that character.
Right. And like you like that character and who
Yep.
they are. And so changing the actor or whatever, like okay, this is gonna be controversial, but so Secret Life of Pets. And given my son is not even 10 months old yet, right? So we watched Secret Life of Pets, and if you guys don't know, there is a sequel, Secret Life of Pets 2, where the main character Max is changed. If you don't know who played Max in the first one, it was Louis C.K. The Me Too movement happened, and Louis C.K. got in trouble, so they changed him to Patton Oswalt in the second one. My son cannot stand the second movie because Max's voice is very different. And I like Patton Oswalt a lot. I think Steve and I have had a couple discussions about Patton Oswalt specifically. And I really, really enjoy Patton Oswalt. And I get why they made the change. Okay. I'm not about to get into the whole movement and everything like that. That's not what I wanted to address. What I'm saying is that even a voice actor, like my son could not see him, but Patton Oswalt, like when they do a change, like TJ Miller got into a lot of trouble over like the bomb threat shit and all that stuff. So I think in How to Train Your Dragon 3, they actually changed the voice actor of one of the, the kids. I guess they're really not kids by the third one, but they do a great job. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one they do it. But TJ Miller gets switched out a lot for some stuff because of this, some other shit that he got in trouble for. But they do a good job of like trying to match him. Patton Oswalt does not do a good job of matching the same snarkiness that Louis C.K. delivers in the first one. And so I think that it's bad when studios can't even do a good job of getting like that's half of the problem you have to fix, right? With a new actor and like a live action, they don't look the same. So it's like almost impossible to really fix that, right? Like they'd have to be like a pretty disfigured person or, you know what I mean? Do something that way. But in a voice acting, come on now. But my 10-month-old son, like he knew, and it upset him. He doesn't like The Secret Life of Pets #2 because of that simple change. I was so proud of him because I was like, yeah, that's right. People shouldn't change characters. Just don't make a sequel or make Max dead. I don't know. Just
make him dead.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it and I don't watch The Secret Life of Pets 2. I don't even try to get him to like it. However, Trolls 2 is very good. If you guys haven't seen Trolls 2
is very, very good.
So good.
Oh my God, I love it.
It's so good. I think
loves
Trolls
it.
2, it's better than the first one. And I like the first one. Don't get me wrong. I love the first one.
I'd say they're about on even footing.
Do you know who plays the country chick?
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, right. Jess was like, that's Kelly Clarkson. I was like, yeah. And she was like, holy shit. It doesn't sound like her. And I was like, man,
She likes to sing country.
Yeah, no, and she did. Honestly, her song that she comes out to in that movie is one of my favorites because it's the Born to Die song, and it's hilarious.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I didn't know they changed TJ Miller in that movie. Or JT Miller.
How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah. Until you said that.
Am I wrong?
TJ, no, you did. They 100% did. I had to look it up while you were talking because I honestly did not realize that they changed him.
Yeah, I was pretty sure they did because I think that How to Train Your Dragon 3, because I think he's in 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure TJ Miller still made it into 2. I cannot remember. I don't think he'd gone crazy until after 2, and then he's in 3.
I gotta say this before I forget. In Trolls 2, right? Do you know who does Rock Chick's dad?
So it's Ozzy Osbourne.
It's fucking Ozzy.
Yeah, I knew that as soon as he spoke. I was like, that cannot be Ozzy Osbourne. And then I looked it up immediately and was like, oh my God, it's Ozzy Osbourne. And if I hadn't figured it out then when he does his famous laugh, I would have known then.
Yeah, right?
It made me very, very happy.
As soon as he laughed, Rob and I looked at each other like, that's Ozzy. And then I looked it up like, yep, that's who it is.
The casting in Trolls 2 is very, very good.
Oh, it's insanely well done. Hickory, the country guy, is Sam Rockwell.
The dude from Jojo Rabbit. Yeah, I love him.
Sam Rockwell is such a good actor.
But do you know who his... Well, God, if you haven't
Sam
seen
Rockwell
Trolls
played
2,
a great George W. Bush. Oh my God!
Wait, he played George W. Bush?
Yeah, in what was that? Vice.
Vice.
Yeah, I think so.
That was him. Yeah. Oh man,
he got nominated.
What is Vice?
Vice was the one where Christian Bale was a fat Dick Cheney.
Oh, I haven't seen this movie.
Oh man,
was
that
it
movie!
good?
It's a good movie, dude. I hold that on the same tier as The Big Short, with how they kind of
seen that either.
God, The Big Short will piss you off. I've seen that movie a handful of times, and it's still frustrating to watch it. But it's a very well done movie. They did the same thing with Vice. I don't know if the same guy directed it or not. I don't think he did, but there were a lot of similarities between Vice and The Big Short. But Sam Rockwell
It is
played.
Adam McKay is the same director for both movies.
So
There you go.
Sam
Way
Rockwell
to
played
notice
George.
something, Popo. Jesus.
Sam Rockwell played, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This sugar's got me crazy right now. But Sam Rockwell played a really good George W. Bush. It's insane to watch. It's super insane to
Wait a
watch
minute.
that.
The Big Short has Christian Bale, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, and Brad
Yes,
Pitt. I need
dude,
to see this movie.
That movie, I'm not even playing with you. The Big Short, if you've never seen it, watch it. It will make you sick to your fucking stomach.
Okay, so I'm just looking at his directing credits here. So I'm going to start back at the first one that I recognized was Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Wait, what?
followed by Talladega Nights: The Ballad of Ricky
Yep.
Bobby.
Oh,
He directed.
my God.
He directed Will Ferrell's short, The Landlord, which is fucking hilarious.
Yes, The Landlord's amazing. That's Steve Carell's or Will Ferrell's daughter, right?
No, it's his niece.
It's his
I'm pretty
niece.
sure it's his niece.
That's-
It's like his sister's kid or his brother. Yeah, something.
Dude, he did The Other Guys and Step Brothers. This guy's
And
my
Step
hero.
Brothers, yeah.
He doesn't have a bad movie
Anchorman
on
2. Yeah, and then The Big Short, Vice. He's working on Don't Look Up and Bad Blood.
here. Dude, he did The Campaign. Oh, he did Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home 1 was hilarious. I haven't seen the second one. I wanted to see
is that
Booksmart.
producing?
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay, fair enough. That makes me sad because I really got excited about the additions.
Oh, that's
in that.
producer. He produced those. That's
Okay,
different.
gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, directing, like he has not directed a bad movie from the looks of it.
Wait,
So
did he direct
so-
the other guys then, or did
He
produce
wrote
it?
Ant-Man.
Wait, really,
Yeah.
dude? Have you guys seen the other guys?
Yeah.
Popo, have you seen the other guys?
Sorry, I found the mute button and I forgot to cut it off. Yes, what I said was, who hasn't seen the other guys? And then I proceeded to say, and then I proceeded to say, I'm a peacock captain. You got to let me fly.
Oh, my favorite line. My favorite line in the movie is still aim for the bushes. Just
Who was that? That was Samuel L. Jackson
Samuel L.
and
Jackson
The Rock,
and
right?
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, they just look at each other. You thinking what I'm thinking, partner? Yeah, aim for the bushes.
So to watch The Big Short and then to watch Vice, there's a lot of similarities in it. The Big Short's a great movie, and something that I didn't mention whenever I mentioned Sid, and actually, Aaron, you might know what was the one movie that was on Disney Plus that was like my anthem whenever I was a kid? Anybody?
Sandlot?
No.
Oh, the Fat Camp one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heavyweights.
Yeah.
Heavyweights.
So
yeah.
without
Heavyweights.
looking it up, do you know who the producer was on that movie? It was his first movie, and we've talked about his other movies tonight.
The producer?
Yeah, he was an
James
executive
Gunn.
producer. No, Judd
This dude?
Apatow.
Oh,
Judd
Judd-
Apatow.
Oh,
That was his first. That
Judd
was his
Apatow.
first big movie. Yeah,
yeah. We referenced quite a bit with Paul Rudd,
Knocked
slapping
Up
the
and-
bass,
yeah,
knocking
yeah.
the bass. Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the TV show that he did? Do you guys know the story about that? His TV
Which TV show?
I'm trying to remember. The one that only lasts, Freaks and Geeks.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so
so-
I have seen that. I haven't seen that movie that in years though.
So Judd Apatow's book is really, really good, where he interviews comedians, stars, things like that. And he talks about how he started in comedy and then moved on. Like he talks about how much he looked up to like Seinfeld. And then he eventually gets to, interview. He gets to interview Seinfeld. And the book is incredible, but it was the only time that what's her name made me laugh. She's in Trainwreck. What's her name? Amy Schumer. That woman's comedy is terrible, in my opinion. I don't like her stand up. I think it's bad. I think some of her movies are okay.
Have you ever
But-
seen where someone compared a lot of her jokes and she stole like half of her material from other comedians?
Well, I don't. Yeah. So
well, that's just
but
comedians in general
and
nowadays.
he's talking to Amy Schumer in a car, and I was on the plane because it's back when I used to travel all the time. Back when I used to laugh, and so. I actually laughed out loud on the plane, like couldn't help myself on the interview with Amy Schumer because she actually said something funny and it was pretty good. But anyway, Judd Apatow, what happened is he was working closely with somebody whose brainchild Freaks and Geeks was. And so the reason why you see all those people from Freaks and Geeks in so many of Judd Apatow's movies, except for the main girl who went to ER, I think, is because he felt so bad that he took all these nothings. Like they were all Seth Rogen. What's the dude from The Interview that works with
Was
Seth
it
Rogen a lot?
James Franco, Jason
Franco.
Segel.
Yep, Jason Segel.
Wasn't
Thank you, Sid.
Guilfoyle
Yes.
the dude from Silicon Valley? Wasn't he in that too?
Yes,
Am
I
I dumb?
believe. Maybe not actually. I don't. He might have been. But the point is that he took all of those people under his wing to give them movies. And yes, he was. You're right. Yep, he sure is. So he took all those people under his wing to put them in roles to give them success because he felt so bad that show died after one season. It's a really cool story. Like Judd Apatow's a really cool dude, and he's a fun
Yeah, I know
guy.
he's-
And yeah,
He does the Adam Sandler thing where if you're a friend of his,
Yep.
he makes sure that you.
dude, a lot of
work.
people give Adam Sandler shit for his movies, like where they went, and I get it. You know, some of them I can't rewatch, right? But he did a lot of
Yeah.
that for his kids because he finally got married. Do you know who his wife is? His wife is the bartender from Big Daddy. What?
Okay, so everyone go to IMDb right now, and I want you to look up Martin Starr, who plays Guilfoyle. And I want you to look at the profile picture for him. You know how everybody normally has like a professional profile picture on IMDb? Go look
He's
at
looking
Martin
through a
Starr.
hole.
That isn't dude. That's why I'm laughing.
What?
Go IMDb Martin Starr with 2 R's. And if you've
No,
seen
I'm there. What?
So-
what is he doing?
so that
It's
is
a glory.
that's in one of
Oh,
his
wait, no, never
episodes of Silicon Valley where he makes Anton, and they need more power to keep the server running. So he beats a hole in the wall when what's his name? I can't remember who's Fat TJ Miller. Thank you. I was going to say Fat TJ Miller. When TJ Miller's trying to sell the house and he's putting a hole in the wall and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "We need more
needs
power."
to-
And then he did that. So he looks in that hole and he just says, "We need more power now." And then he just exits, dude. That caught me off guard. I'm sorry. That's why I was laughing.
He's
Dude, him
Mr.
and
Harrington
Party
from
Down.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, he was in Far From Home. Yeah.
He sure
He was.
is.
He
Yeah,
was
he's
even in the
teacher.
first one too. Okay,
Yep.
now I know who he
he's-
is. Yeah.
Yeah, because they go to DC field trip and he's there
Yeah.
on the field trip with them.
Dude,
and he's
he
like-
has that dude. God, we're really bouncing around, but that dude has
We
mastered
always
the art
do, honestly.
of not giving a shit, and I'm so jealous. At least with the characters he plays, it's like any of the characters he plays, he doesn't care,
so
and it's an art.
Okay,
I
now I know
know
who
the-
the wife is. Yep.
yeah, so
Of
you
Adam
see who she
Sandler.
is? Yeah, that was I think she's the waitress in Big Daddy, if I'm not mistaken. That's, you know, when he says the goddamn Jets,
Yeah, yeah.
he's like, who do you want to win? And he goes, the goddamn Jets. I'm pretty sure his wife is the one that's the waitress that's like like asking. Yeah, she's in Big Daddy. That is her.
Yeah, it's waitress.
So
yeah.
that's his wife. So anyway, when they had kids and stuff, so say what you will about Adam Sandler, but what you were talking about, he takes care of the group of people that he's friends
Yeah.
with. Like he's apparently like he straight up is just a good dude. And I guess he's friends with Terry Crews, which I didn't know. And
Terry
like
Crews
I know
is
that,
amazing.
dude, Terry Crews is the bomb. But I know that in the third movie, Just Go With It, I think might be it or whatever. No. That's with Jennifer Aniston. He did a third movie with Natalie Portman that I thought Terry Crews was in. But either way,
Terry
or
Crews
not
was in,
Natalie Portman, not Drew Barrymore. Wow, I don't.
Okay, but Terry Crews was in the football movie with him, the remake.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the one. 51st
Longest Yard.
Longest Yard.
Yeah, The
Thank
Longest
you.
Yard. Yeah.
Yep.
watched
Burt
it
Reynolds
recently.
remakes. Dude, Longest Yard's a good movie. Yeah, because that's right. He's the Big Mac guy. He's got the mac and cheese.
He's I got the shakes that'll give you quakes. I got the fries. Well, I just got the
Cross your
fries.
eyes.
Is that what it was? I can't remember what he said something. He didn't have anything to rhyme with. And then
Burgers.
didn't somebody call him? He said, "Man, you being a real Mick asshole." And one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Terry Crews. So do you guys know how he got his start?
Terry Crews?
Yes. Like how he, not necessarily in acting, but what he did before he got into acting.
Football?
Well, partly yes. But after all of that, he is an artist. He would draw caricatures of NFL players.
Really?
Not even fucking with you.
Jeez. He was in football, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But he would draw caricatures of NFL players.
I
played
share a
6 years in
birthday
the
with
NFL.
Terry Crews.
Are you serious? It's pretty
Yeah.
dope, actually.
I mean, he's got me beat by like 20 years, but
Yeah, but still.
Holy shit, yeah. While in the NFL, he used his art talent to paint a line of NFL licensed lithographs for the Sierra Sun editions.
Let me look this shit up because Popo's a fucking liar.
Dude, basically, I was like, Terry Crews drew shit? And that's how
When
he
do
got
y'all ever
big? I'm
know
like,
me to
what?
lie? I speak the truth at all times. Yeah, he legit did. I remember seeing that on an interview.
His first big break came in 1999 when he auditioned for the extreme sports show called Battle Dome.
Dude, that sounds like an offbeat Gladiators, and I would totally watch that right now.
Oh my God. You have to look it up and look at the art for it. Terry Crews sitting in the front with it looks like a velour suit.
Really? Dude, that's just wow. Yeah, man, it's crazy to
Yeah.
see all that stuff.
And it's
Anyway.
crazy to think we've been talking for 90 minutes about absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's fine though.
Before we wrap, I have one thing to say. So during this episode, we talked about Henry Cavill and his mustache and how he should have kept, and how they said he should have kept it as Superman. Y'all need to look at Rob's picture on friggin' Discord. Rat meow. Talk about weird.
I mean, I don't know. I don't mind it.
Is Rob listening to us?
Yeah,
For those that are,
right?
for those that
how-
aren't privy to this private Discord we have, thank God nobody can see in it.
Yeah, right?
Sid's husband Rob just changed his profile picture while we've been talking to Henry Cavill
No.
with the mustache.
No,
and
he
suit.
changed it earlier today,
He
I
changed
think.
it
Oh, did he change it
earlier.
Did he
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't notice
I
it.
didn't see it until now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
me
been like
too.
that for a little bit. He changed it when he started doing the memes, and Popo said
okay.
something about you can't saturate it and don't saturate it or I'll win or something like that. And then he all of a sudden changed his picture to Henry Cavill just to have it be Henry Cavill, and it just happened to be that one.
In a Superman outfit with his mustache.
Just random.
Well, I think
I mean-
he probably looked up Cavill in a mustache to make sure he had him in a mustache because his picture was his mustache.
Gotcha.
I think a great way to wrap this episode up is to talk about, or at least end it with, the Discord secret I found earlier today. That I feel
Fun
like
facts with
everyone
posting?
should see. There is, I guess, an GIF, because The Witcher says all the time. I was trying to get in on the hype, and I typed in the GIF search on Discord, which is just 3 simple M's, and I got something far better than Henry Cavill.
Yes.
Slightly not safe for work, but good Lord Fisher. Yeah. Country roads take me home. And on that note, I'm out.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, I guess on that note, later nerds.
Later, nerd.
Later,
Later,
nerds.
nerds.